Basically.
What's wrong with socks?
There is no discussion allowed about heckin' socks, okay?
Let's talk about cosmetic herpes
What?
What?
in the form of sparkles.
Like bedazzling?
Yeah.
Bedazzle herpes on yourself today.
Whoa.
Just go out in the alleyway.
Go out in the alleyway.
Mhm.
You'll probably be able to find them on the corner. I mean, I got distracted by the song. Not what I was expecting.
You can get some herpes in the alley.
Goodness. I can get so many game-breaking ethereal influences.
That's not okay.
No, it isn't. I can get 3 of them. Because I haven't been using any of it.
I can't listen to this song now, because now I'm just gonna think of lyrics of a herpes variant. Ugh.
I don't know what the song is.
Neither do I.
Ashley's song.
It is from the Wario series, like Wario games. And she's just a side character in there, and that's all she'll ever be.
We are missing Zim in the in the Fantasy Grounds game.
Nani?
Oh, yeah,
I usually start that up after I post around that we're live.
Ah, okay. Didn't know.
But yes,
Get the rolls out of the way now. Hope for no mat ones. Did I just roll 2? Oh yeah, I'm still frightened.
That was a lot of dice.
Oh wow. Yeah, you don't want to. And it was a lot of d20s.
it's the Rembrandt variant.
Oh my god. Rolled a 2. This is, and I didn't even really roll. I just kind of just plopped it on the board. Oh, that didn't roll any better. Okay, we're relying on Zakir for battle. I repeat, we're relying on Zakir for battle.
And before he used up all his good rolls for today.
Yeah, I know, right?
What are you
Yeah,
boys
I'm gonna
doing?
stop.
God, Cave Story OST is so fucking good.
What?
So I really
So
don't
you want me
use my
to
dad.
skip the song then, huh?
It's said it's so heckin' good. Don't really got the implementations to skip it.
Oh, what?
Eggs.
Oh yeah, Terrestrials almost out of eggs, aren't they?
Yep.
Rip.
So my mom keeps bugging me about what I want for birthday and Christmas. And I'm like, you know what? I want you to come join me for D&D for a month or two.
Are you sure that's what you would want?
I mean, everything else that I could use or need is out of the price range she'll spend on me, so...
Like your medical bill.
She'll just tell stories about you that you probably don't want the people to hear about.
No, I'll make sure she doesn't.
I mean, you say that, but...
If she's over there with you, a little difficult.
Oh, if she's there, like, physically with you, maybe. You could, like, tackle her or something, but, you know.
I got a fancy new little thing where when somebody uses an emote and chant, they go up
I know
in
which
the...
one you're talking.
Yeah, I saw it on another streamer's channel, and I'm like, I am getting this.
Nani? Oh, that thing! Yeah, I love that stuff.
I don't
The
think
wings
fish
are
work too well.
completely off. The wings are just completely off.
Now I have to abuse it now. Where is it?
Don't abuse it.
I'm using it. Ah!
I mean, I already abused it there.
I'm bringing in the raids.
Oh, how does
Oh, there they
how
go.
does Brent have a personal thingy?
Because I am a streamer.
Yeah, he has his own stream emote.
Oh.
Yeah,
What?
and he never raids me or anything.
I host you all the time, and I don't raid you because I'm not, like,
Oh,
streaming anymore.
wait.
I need to start streaming again.
Speaking of hosting,
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
Oh, yeah.
I got my method first.
So, I never played Mario World 2. And then when I hear this song, this is the main theme of fucking Fortune Street for the Wii. And I'm just like, oh, this is the Fortune Street song. But it's not at frickin' all.
Tales of our endeavors proliferate.
You
I
see,
hope we don't, Trollodon.
I
We've
will
managed-
try to help them. So
we've managed to not do so far. Do a flip just as we die.
Alright, yeah, if y'all get to the point of death and you fail all 3 of your death saving throws, I'll give you a
we get to
last
go
chance.
join Dogga for hugs.
If you fail all 3 death saving throws, I'll give you a last chance, and you can make a really high acrobatics check for doing a flip. And if you make it, then you just come back to life.
Otherwise, you just do a flip and die.
Exactly.
Well, time to go bomb my acrobatic score.
I mean, things considering, it's actually not bad for a disadvantage. Fucking Zakur.
I should probably stop rolling.
You guys are wasting all the good rolls.
I'm wasting all my bad rolls, technically. My only good roll is a 13. Of course, that's also including disadvantage. Only you can prevent deaths in this game by using those Z coins.
Yes. Patented Z coins brought to you by Razim. Get your Z coins today.
I know someone that could actually make coins.
You know, I'm gonna have to get you to use that voice for some things.
You know
What
what?
voice?
We need Z coin stickers. That's what we need.
One of my
It says
favorite...
in Kobold we trust.
Yep.
That's actually something I've been planning to get done. But we oh, it's time to start.
I got a laser engraver. I can make them. I do have almost enough for 2 moderate influences. I spent all mine 2 weeks ago. I mean, maybe if I didn't spend them on getting all those Fenix.
Fenix are very important.
I still say those 6 Fenix will come in handy later on.
I think all but 2 of them are dead.
Oh no!
Wait, what?
On RimWorld.
Oh,
I've
no.
got Twitch integrations. Also, your RimWorld coins are separate from your Z coins.
Well, can't you convert?
You can convert your Z coins into RimWorld coins, but not the other way around. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. I am Razim, and this is Iron Fang Dungeons and Dragons. I will turn this over now to Zakur, who has been rolling very high already, so you get to do the recap.
Oh, you see, I have not that great memory. I do remember that we were fighting a beholder along with other astral beings.
That timing.
I'm sorry, I had to. Alright, I guess we'll move it over to Daga.
Thank you, Sakur. So yeah, last time you all had come face to face with a beholder, and it had pulled you into the dream realm. Y'all did battle with some dream things. Y'all ended up taking out the beholder after some really weird stuff happened. Azurite touched it, and it like froze for a hot second.
And that's because Azurite didn't have consent, so it was just like
yeah, so the battle with the beholder was kind of weird. Some strange stuff happened, and then you took it out. And when you took it out, the astral body of Curious Light was laying there, and then slowly dissipated into the ground. And Rembrandt threw a bit of a fit at that. But then it turns out Curious Light's okay. As well,
Ish.
Ish. That's what he told Rembrandt, at least.
He's gonna
As
have
okay as a material body
PTSD.
being locked in a gem can be.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
pretty
have
much.
PTSD. We're gonna have to get him into therapy. Yeah, totally
Again.
okay.
Yeah, so Curious Light is currently his astral body, which seems to be all that's left of him, oddly enough. You all actually haven't seen his physical body for quite a while. So his astral body is now currently locked in the same fire opal as the city of Fakiha. And as Ashari, the Snow Leopard Dreamwalker, explained to you as well as she could last time, this fire opal is a gem that essentially holds her own personal corner of the dream realm. And as such, when she noticed the threat of Nessarian's acolytes underneath of the city suddenly within the catacombs, Ashari did her best to cast this massive spell to essentially protect Fakiha within her corner of the dream realm, within that fire opal. Some stuff went wrong. That's how the beholder was created. Y'all took out the beholder, got the fire opal, but somehow the catacombs underneath of the city remained completely split. So once you all came out of the dream realm, you all are now facing seemingly a huge, and at the bottom of this great sandy pit full of sandstone and jagged bits and like soft dunes where the sand suddenly collapsed into this pit once the city was just gone. At the center of this pit, you see a very odd standalone sandstone arch, which Kalani and Rembrandt and Azurite, the three of you will immediately recognize as one of the main entrances into the catacombs. It's also nighttime. It's like, it's pretty dark out.
Isn't it like cold as heck? Because we're in the desert.
Yeah, and it's actually, it's pretty chilly.
Mm-hmm.
So, going off a little bit more of a recap, just in case you all don't remember, the reasoning for you all going into these catacombs is because of that threat from Nessarian's acolytes. Ashari and the other sleepers were under the impression that they were in the process of constructing another one of these portals or stitches that the sleepers have slowly been finding out more about during their research. And it was speculated by Ashari that one of them was being constructed in the catacombs, which is why the catacombs kind of like stayed behind when Fakiha was split. Because the power of the portal or the stitch kind of like kept it cemented there. And that's what Ashari was able to deduce from all of this stuff going on. And she did relay that to you last time. I'm not sure if I got it across well enough, so I apologize for that. I was quite tired last week.
It's all good.
But yeah, so now you guys are facing a sandstone arch that leads down into the catacombs of Fakiha at the bottom of a great sandstone pit.
And we're all severely injured. Yeah, well, somewhat, but still.
Well, I'm pretty fine.
We're in no shape to continue down this path.
I thought we decided we were going to do a long rest before we headed down.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was
before the
plan.
game, before the stream ended last week, it was decided y'all were going to long rest.
That is on the GM.
Alright, okay, so do you want to get into the semantics of how we're long resting, or okay?
Well, go ahead and roleplay it out. Give me some flavor.
We're in a barren desert.
I was about to say.
Kalani's
I
going to go
mean-
behind the arch and relieve himself.
No!
Oh my god.
We might have to sleep there.
Well, I've been holding it in forever.
Well, I mean, like the arch
There's
is
the other
is
side of the
also-
arch.
The arch is also at the bottom of like a sandstone pit.
Perfect.
That's as wide as the city, as the base of the city was wide. Like, okay, so you know Borderlands 2 and Sanctuary just kind of like goes away.
Yeah.
Imagine that pit.
Mm.
That's what this sandstone pit looks like,
Our
with
modest
just
fellowship
the
expands.
arch leading down to the
Praise the
catacombs in the middle of it.
Okay.
Guys,
I
we must
have a
praise
tent.
the sub. We have to praise the sub.
Praise
Praise the sub!
You can't see it, but I'm raising my
Oh.
arms high into the air.
Yeah, you can't see me doing it either, but I am as well.
I bet Buza did, but I don't think you did it.
I have a single tent. We take turns sleeping in it because we're all shy and we wouldn't want to sleep too near each other, too bundle up and close. It can only fit 2 at a time.
Who wants to sleep with me?
I mean, who else has a tent is the real question.
I mean, Rembrandt brought a tent. Did you guys bring your tents? That's what I
Kalani's
thought.
gonna crawl into the tent with Rembrandt.
Fine. God.
I brought a book. I'm in my natural habitat here.
You and Kalani both.
You just stick your nose into the desert sands and just burrow into it.
Yeah, Zakur's good.
Ah.
But question.
Just a little
So-
floof tail sticking out of the hole.
Question real quick, y'all. Y'all are long resting.
Yeah.
That's 8 hours, yeah?
Yes.
Technically,
Yeah, not technically. It's 8 hours.
well, I mean, it's technically 6 hours, and then 2 hours are spent like stretching out like the morning
Yeah.
stuff.
Technically, there's the
My
hour
point
before
is-
rest, hour after rest.
My point is, please let me know now if y'all plan on taking watches.
Yes.
I'll
Yeah.
take watch.
Ezra
Alright,
will also
and-
take watch.
I will
Alright.
have my nose sticking out from the sand.
All right, are you guys gonna take turns doing watch?
Yes.
All right, so give me your watch order, please.
I'll go first.
Kalani
Second
will
answer.
go last.
Well, I mean,
Type in the FG chat box for me. It makes it a lot easier for me to reference. Thanks, Shreshka.
I'll take 3 watches.
Oh yeah, you don't have to sleep anymore, do you?
Not really.
Oh.
So I still do, but not as much.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have like also been able to sleep for the past handful of days now. I feel like y'all haven't really taken advantage of that just
No, we haven't. This is our first night.
yet.
all right, guys, let's take.
All right, so Rembrandt, you're taking first watch.
Is there anything you would like me to roll?
I'll take watch with Rembrandt.
All right, roll me a Rembrandt, please. Roll me
a Rembrandt.
Roll with Rembrandt.
Rembrandt, please roll me a d6 and tell me whether or not it lands on odds or evens.
I mean, you can see it, but it's
that's
odd.
right. It's odds.
No,
I
no,
forgot
no.
I
What
could
you
see
could
it.
have, what you could have done is roll it in the dragon tower over there, and he's be the only one.
Yeah, but I mean, if he wants to see it, either way, he'll get it.
Yeah.
All right, so first watch is up. Nothing too exciting happens. It's a pretty chilly night, like I said. Did you all start a fire for heat?
That probably would be a good idea, considering the desert does get cold at night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bury myself in the sand.
Stop burying people in the sand. We're not dead yet.
With just my head poking out.
Ah,
I'm gonna be a crocodile.
no, that's Zerth. Or is he an alligator?
One of the two.
One of them. 50 chance that you're right.
I'll bask.
Yeah, I guess we'll start a fire.
All right, cool. So now that you've started a fire, roll me another d6.
It's
it's odd again.
All right, your watch passes without incident.
Oh boy.
Next watch, and I'm just
This
gonna
is
say
gonna be
Shreshka.
fun.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're rolling for us.
Oh, what am I rolling?
A d6.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I was reading something.
Oh, hey, more odd.
All right, so your watch passes without incident. Well. Okay, yeah, it's occurred.
Don't they have one more roll technically?
No.
Ah, okay.
oh,
Oh no.
So Zakar, tell me what you're doing while you're on your watch. Are you like entertaining yourself in any way?
I mean, in a way, I'm kind of like curled up in like my little den I made with my head poking out, just kind of like scanning like just a general area.
Okay. How's your and the fire is still going, but tell me how your vision is. Like, do you have dark vision or anything?
I do, up to 30 feet.
Okay.
And we have a fire as well, so
what's
Yeah.
darkness?
Let's start that.
people who have low light vision have to worry about.
So Zakar, can you give me a perception check?
Okay.
So Zakar, So, where did you guys make camp? Did you guys like climb down the pit and make camp in front of the arch entryway to the catacomb?
Um,
I'd assume so. Probably the
Yeah.
least area. Probably the area that's going to be the least cold.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Zakar, as you're looking around, scanning from your little sandy hidey hole, you do notice some shifting about out in the distance in some of the rubble caused by the departure of Fakiha.
I'm gonna keep my eye on that.
Okay.
To see, like, if it does come close, wherever it is, I'm gonna let out a squeak.
Adorable. Adorable.
Okay. No, for right now, it's actually just kind of. It's still just kind of rustling about in the rubble.
Rumble, rumble.
But after a moment, you do notice it stop. And you can kind of maybe tell that it's looking over at you. And if you were to adjust your eyes through the glare of the fire behind you, you could see that the outline of this thing is shimmering.
Shimmering. Who is close to me?
Probably me.
I'm gonna poke at you. Like try to wake you up.
Do I have to roll anything for that? Daga?
Yeah, 1 second, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Oh, where'd it go? Shoot.
Oh no, where did it go?
Alrighty, Zim. Yeah, that'll actually give me time to find the notes I need.
What?
Zim.
He ran AFK for a second.
Yeah, sorry about that. Zim had to go AFK for a second, and I was hunting down a note that I found, so we're still gonna hold off until he gets back.
Okay.
While we're
I thought
holding
I
on,
already had the note that I needed pulled up, but apparently I didn't.
what did you want to talk about
Do
the
you know
necklace
how
with?
Huh?
You asked about the necklace earlier.
Yeah, I was trying to get confirmation about something, but I'll just DM you about it.
Okay.
Sorry about the silence, guys. We're just waiting for Zim to come back, and I'm still trying to find a couple more notes.
What's up?
You back?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Sakura. You notice this being. I hate
It's a random noise in the background.
it's a dog whining.
But it cut off at the right moment.
It did.
I got a nice, solid, healthy little bean right here.
It sounded like a wee. It sounded like wee.
All right. Anyway, so Sakura, yeah, this shimmering thing seems to stop, and it turns to look at you. And now, if you were to adjust your eyes through the glare of the fire behind you, you can actually make out the fact that the outline of this thing is shimmering, and it seems to make up the outline of a very tall, full figure. But other than that, you can't really make out a whole lot of details.
I'm just gonna wiggle out my hole and then just keep my eye on it, kind of glaring, just kind of zoning in on it. And then I will try to wake up the nearest person near me.
Who's sleeping near Sakura?
Well,
I am
Rembrandt
sleeping in
and
the tent.
Kalani are spooning in his tent.
No, this is PG-13.
I mean, that is
What
technically
is wrong with
PG-13.
that?
This is a PG-13.
I mean, it's survival. They're trying to keep warm.
You don't need to do that. They both have fur.
It's a very valid point.
I'm sleeping in the sand. Or, well, half awake in the sand.
Zakar, just choose who you're waking up.
He's like,
I'm
Sakura, I'm sick of this shit. Please fix it.
yes, Shreshka. Gonna
Boo.
poke at her.
I have been poked. I cast Hellish Rebuke.
It's only when you take an instance of damage. You can't do that.
No, it's when they get hit.
They didn't. That's not damaging.
Oh, no, it is the response being damaged.
Ah.
Do I have to wake up to roll? Do I have to roll to wake up, or am I just sort of already awake?
You get to say if you're awake or not if it's been hard enough to wake up from.
I'm gonna say it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna point at the figure. Does that look familiar to you?
Look at it, Shreshka.
Shreshka.
Look at it,
Yeah.
Shreshka. Look at it. Look at
Shreshka.
it with your special eyes.
Rembrandt.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Shreshka, it does in fact look familiar to you.
Who is it?
You will recognize this figure. Well, first roll me a perception check to see just how much you recognize it, because I know you will.
Is it an advantage or no?
Yeah, give me advantage.
Who could it be? This figure here right before me.
Wow, yeah, Shreshka, you actually instantaneously recognize this figure. Sorry. You pretty instantaneously recognize this figure as the same shimmering figure that all of you had come face to face with right before going into the rip in reality that sent you out to the base of the city of Fakiha.
Oh,
And if you remember, her name is Denji, and she appears as just this faceless, shimmering figure with you can just barely make out the outline of armor. There's no details though. Very broad shoulders, and you can kind of tell that she might have tusks coming from her face somehow. Oh,
Did she before?
yeah, she did.
Okay.
And you also remember that she carries a rather large sword.
I want that sword.
And you remember that she actually works for Nissarian. But you also remember that she explained that while she works for Nissarian, Nissarian still gives her and those of her same position pretty much just free reign.
Hello.
Oh, great. We're dead.
I mean, she's like 80 feet away from y'all.
Hello.
No!
God damn it.
So you see Shreshka, Denji straighten up from the position that she had been in, and now she is fully facing all of you. And she blinks out of existence for a second.
Bye.
And then she blinks back into existence right in front of Shreshka.
Hello again.
Fucking dead.
I'm gonna
Game
let
over,
out a
man.
squeak in reaction from that.
What was that?
I'm gonna let out a squeak in reaction from that.
I'm still buried in the
Then
sand.
what?
So, Denji, while looming quite literally over Shreshka and Zakur,
isn't hostile, doesn't have sword drawn. Shield is also still on her back. Her big shimmery form is just staring the two of you down for a moment. A very long, very silent moment. And by staring, I mean just like her faceless face just looking down at you with no eyes.
How would
How
you
tall
know?
is she?
How would you know that they're staring down if they don't have a face?
By the way, they're headless looking at you.
Exactly. You're making the educated guess.
Wait, so how tall is she?
Like 8.5 feet.
Jeez, I'm just 3
Jesus
foot 4.
criminy!
Does this character suffer from a permanent blind status? Do we have advantage on them not seeing us?
I mean, she can see you.
Are you sure?
She just doesn't. She's just like a faceless. She's void of all detail. She
As I
just
asked
has
the
the
dungeon
slightly.
master if he's sure.
She's completely void of all detail. No facial detail. No like clothing detail. But you can just barely make out certain out of different like parts of her armor and stuff. So it's kind of like one of those things where at first glance, yeah, you're pretty sure that bare outline makes that shape, but if you like keep looking at it in different directions, it might be something different. It's just her entire existence just looks really weird. She's not as shimmery or as obvious as the other astral things that you've come into contact with, but she's still shimmery, just almost like ethereal. Like she's really not supposed to be there, but she is, kind of in a way.
We know that she's rude because she didn't reply to hello.
Oh,
So
she
we
was
have
rude
that.
last time too.
So the friendly route isn't going so well.
I mean, no, she's still just standing there staring down at the only two people awake, which are Shreshka and Zakir.
She is a giant compared to me.
I mean,
She's a
I'm
giant
down
compared
at
to
her feet.
everybody.
Zakir, how tall are you?
3 foot 4.
I don't think we have anyone that's 6 foot.
I'm 5'6".
I'm Brenda's.
Anyways,
Well, Shreshka, continue the
your adventure.
yes, continue
Friendly greetings.
continue our pacifist run.
Hello?
She remains silent for another moment or two. And then just gruffly replies, "Hello."
Hello.
God damn it.
And what are you all doing here? Causing trouble again?
Of course.
No, don't tell him that.
You know,
I mean, aren't you doing the same?
it depends on how you look at it, I guess.
It all matters in context of the viewer.
Precisely.
The viewer, what do you mean? And then she will look towards the fourth wall screen.
So, tell me though, in all seriousness, and as she says this, she actually kind of like reaches out and just pokes Shreshka in the chest gently, but just kind of like gives her a good old poke in the chest.
That is not consensual.
She had to bend all the way over to the poke me. I'm laying on the floor.
I mean, she's gonna reach down.
8 feet to like a 2 foot.
Well, how tall is Shreshka?
I'm laying on the floor.
She's on the
She's
floor
buried
in
in
the
sand.
sands.
I
Oh.
think only Snoot is visible.
So when you say loom, you're literally looking at the floor.
Oh, okay. Well, then she's just gonna. In all seriousness, what are you and your little ragtag group? She says as she gestures to the pile of sleeping adventurers off to. What are all of you doing here?
Shreshko will pull out a book and start reading from it.
Well,
We are
uh,
planning to apparently fix a stitch here, somewhat. I think something
we
was
were
stolen. We need to
about
get
to
it back.
go investigate that catacombs down there, and I point down into the hole.
Do you want to come?
I am familiar with those catacombs, and I've done my work in them already.
All right.
I was just doing some cleaning up, and since you all apparently have the thought to go down there, that's my cue to leave.
Bye.
And she blinks out of existence.
Can I get your autograph first?
Too late.
Oh.
I will be right back, though, real quick. I'm sorry. I'm having a.
So, Zim, you're there, right?
No.
Okay. Don't you usually because you didn't do it this time, don't you usually run an ad?
I ran an ad tonight before we started.
Did you?
If you're a subscriber, you don't see it.
I usually remember you hearing saying it oh, I'm gonna run a quick ad before I do this.
Yeah, I ran one.
I guess I just totally missed it, huh?
Aren't you a subscriber?
No,
Why not?
because I'm sponsoring on Patreon because I don't want Twitch to get any of the money.
Fair enough. Though I wish we knew how long Daga would be gone for.
Probably not too long.
Daga!
Daga.
I'm like the smallest
The
person in the group.
sparkles are fading! They're
That might be a good
fading,
thing.
Daga!
I would imagine they would fade because this astral thing is leaving us. So
The astral being.
the astral bean. I wonder if it's kidney bean or black bean, red beans, or lentils. I love lentils.
Lentils?
Yeah, Lentil.
Okay.
Those are legumes.
Lagoon.
Yeah.
I think Shreshka did the pacifist run pretty well.
There you go. I'm very proud.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I get advantage to my perception if it's healing based.
Now it begs the question: do we go down into
Yes.
catacombs anyway? Because
Yeah.
that guy is expecting us.
That's a guy?
Whatever.
I mean,
Whatever.
honestly, that's a sign that we should.
But
I don't know. I think we should go explore the world. Head out of the desert.
Forget the whole thing. Just pure Skyrim this shit.
Yeah, it'll pause. It'll be here for us when we get back.
Right?
Right.
That's how
We
it
might
works.
over level, but still.
It'll be like a Sierra game adventure. You're like, oh, oops, you waited too long, and now the game is over. Please try again. And then you had to load a save state. Talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I'll say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'll be coming for your love, okay? Take on me. Take on me. Take me on.
Hey,
Take
Rembrandt.
on me. Yes.
Hi.
Hi. I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, I'm odds and ends. I don't want to keep doing this.
Here. I know
Hmm.
what we'll do for you. You can sing to this song.
Oh no.
Here.
Making a note here, huge success. Even though I forgot the lyrics. Aperture science.
Do I need to put you back in timeout?
Why?
No!
Forgetting the lyrics to this song?
I don't even know what the song is.
It's still alive, and it's from Portal. I never played Portal that much. I'm not a big fan of like the single player adventure. Out of kick, you make a neat gun, and the research will be done. I think that's still alive.
Jeez.
Suddenly guitar riffed.
It was a good game, but I don't know. It felt really lonely.
We should
Didn't-
play together then.
No, not like lonely, like in that sense, like the co-op sense. It's just like the game is like bleak, you know. And the only thing that you have is just the like what's a good word for it? Like fake, but like
Companion cube?
yeah, but like yeah that, but like it's a good term for it. Artificial companionship, I guess, that they purposely put into the game.
Yep.
Like it's neat, I guess. But
Are
at the
you
same
bad
time, like,
mouthing my love?
Sim, please.
Don't get between me and the companion cube, Rembrandt.
Oh my
What about a
God.
companion circle?
Hello, dog is back.
The
Hello,
companion
Doggo.
circle is just a real, you know, kind of a...
That's called the hostess cupcake.
No, it's
The
just
orange one.
mean, and it just means nothing. I mean, have you heard the kind of pillow talk it tries to push on you? It's like Scientology.
Daga, please.
Alright, sorry, had to step away for a second again. I'm back now, I'm back.
Yay.
Okay, so yeah.
But
Denji
seriously,
just-
the companion, it's more of a sphere that pops up, I believe. But it's just dumb. I mean, it doesn't even know what it's talking about, and it just rambles on and on and on, and it's like...
Wait, no, you're thinking of what's his name? The little orb from the second one.
No, I'm not talking about Wheatley.
Wait, yeah, that's Wheatley.
No, he's different. He's different. But the
I was trying to
Damn
put
it.
him in the timeout corner the entire time.
the companion cube is the important
Zim.
one. That's the one
Zim.
that...
Yamero.
Zim.
What?
Cease and desist.
Why?
Okay, so
Do you
Denji,
need some
just-
thread with that?
Right.
Go ahead,
Lonnie, roll a
Daga.
d20.
Hey, out of character does not reflect in character.
The
It
punishment
will
die.
soon if y'all keep fucking around and stalling the game.
You're the one that stalled it by going away.
Hey, you went away first.
Oh, we got you there.
Ooh.
He's also the god of the realm. Ooh.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, Denji just blinked out of existence in front of Shushka and Sakura, who were both. And yeah, so are you guys gonna go back to sleep? What are y'all gonna do? Because you still
I'm gonna
have
stay up.
2 watches.
There's only 2
to
people
go.
still awake.
I'm gonna stay awake.
Does
I'm
does,
gonna.
does that mean that
I-
interrupts your still long rest?
I mean, no, not really. Not if you all like continue the rest of it.
I mean,
I'm
well,
gonna
Shushka's
dive
staying
my
up.
hole.
And you've already wiped the damage, so we don't know what we had.
Yeah, well, either way.
I had
Oh,
14 damage.
Alright, so if y'all go back to sleep or Shrashka stays up, the rest of the night passes without incident. And you awake to a nice warm sun beating down on all of you. The sand is definitely starting to heat up.
It's the best.
What was that? You cut out for me.
The sand is the best.
Do lizard folks purr or anything, or is that only a
You're
tabaxi
gonna have to
thing?
find out.
Is that only a tabaxi thing?
I mean, you're gonna have to find out.
Hmm. Well, that's an out of character ponder, so.
Kalani wakes up and stretches, smiling warmly. He's had one of the best sleeps he's had in a long time. Just that constant purring from Rembrandt. It was so soothing, so nice.
It's like when you try to go to sleep and you put out that, like, the 10 hours of cat purring to go to sleep to, like that on YouTube.
Never. What?
Yeah,
I'm not surprised that exists.
it does.
I'm
I
not
mean, I
either.
feel that. I used to fall asleep to Killer Whale
Asthma.
songs.
Oh.
I know I have a hard time sleeping
That's a new
anymore
one.
without my cat laying on my shoulder, purring.
Aw. Your cat just doubles as a cat and one of those, like, the airplane pillows.
White noise generator.
That too. So triples. Multifunctions.
Though sometimes her purring gets so loud that it actually wakes me up.
You
She
know what
has a-
wakes me up in the middle of the night? My rats
Bulges?
deciding that they're suddenly so thirsty they need to drink for 5 minutes straight.
Like, oh yeah, we need to do that to live.
Just like at 3 o'clock in the morning. Alright, yeah, so Kalani wakes up. He snuggled up real tight with Rembrandt last
No!
night. The rest of y'all wake up refreshed. Shreska, you were weird and decided to stay up for some reason.
Yes.
I don't think it's fine to judge her like that.
Okay,
I got my reasons. Shush.
I've got to throw this out there though. Do you have? Is it like a racial or class thing? Because if
Or-
not, to have a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay, just
It is a
wanted,
level of exhaustion.
just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
I would say that she at least got a short rest, right? It was at least an hour, right?
Yeah,
So she probably has her spell slots back.
As far as I understand it, you can get the benefits of a long rest without actually sleeping during it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
as-
one of
yeah.
the warlock features.
well,
I don't
like
have that
in
feature
the
though.
book, like I think in a long rest you can get the benefits of it as long as you sleep for at least 2 hours, but then do nothing strenuous for the last 6.
Yeah.
and then you can still get the full benefits of a long rest, but Shreshka still only got the benefits of a short rest despite not doing anything strenuous, quote unquote, for 8 hours. And yeah, she just did. And she has a level of exhaustion.
Yep.
And Shreshka, when you start to notice everybody waking up, you're pretty bleary-eyed. And you find yourself mumbling incoherently and seemingly unwillingly under your breath a couple times every few minutes in the first hour or so when everybody starts waking up.
Awesome. I am weird now.
Now?
Exactly. No one will ever question anything I do nowadays.
What you mean weirder than usual?
All right, so just reminding everybody on exhaustion level effects, 1 level is disadvantage on ability checks.
Which includes all skill checks.
Indeed. Okay, so can all of you, except for Shreshka, actually roll me perception checks?
Sure, let me provoke.
There you go.
Damn, remember that?
I see everything.
All right, so Azurite.
I see everything.
All right, so Rembrandt, Toby, and Azurite, the 3 of you actually all very clearly notice Shreshka's hour of intermittent, incoherent, under the breath mumbling.
Did we piece together?
Toby
what she
wouldn't care
said?
about that.
No, like the mumbling is completely unintelligible. It's not in a language.
Rembrandt's gonna go over and examine Shreshka, like kneel down
Oh,
and
I've
like
been
look at her.
examined.
Yes, you're getting
So
examined.
if it was healing based, my roll should be advantage.
I wouldn't be human based.
Hearing, not human.
Oh.
It's not.
Because of my large ears.
Okay.
I mean, the whole thing was
go ahead.
It'd be a
hearing her
one-sided
mumbling.
conversation.
Yeah, go ahead and go ahead and re-roll that then with
I
me.
think it'd be a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, you hear it too, Zakar. You notice that over the next hour of y'all slowly waking up, getting your bearings, maybe like having a little bite to eat for breakfast or something, in that hour or so, the 4 of you notice her intermittent mumbling. And again, it's like completely unintelligible. It's not in any detectable language, and it seems like Shreshka doesn't even realize that she's doing it herself.
Rembrandt's gonna go over and examine her. Like look at her eyes, see if check for anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same.
Wow, I'm just being really examined here.
Mm-hmm.
She just is exhausted. You just see the clear signs of that first little hint of being really, really tired.
Shreshka,
Hello.
did you sleep?
Yes.
Shreshka,
Yes.
are you lying?
No.
Shreshka,
Yes.
you're obviously lying.
Oh. What are you asking me for?
Because I want you to admit to me that you're tired.
Oh.
I want to have faith in you and not lie to me.
Okay.
So, did you get rest?
Yes.
Shreshka!
I mean, technically, I did.
You did not. You're obviously tired. Why didn't you sleep?
I did
Stop.
for a full hour.
That's not a full rest.
No. I'll try better next time.
What? Why did you stay up?
Why not?
Just give her
I
one
got
of
visited
those
by a friend.
potions.
So, Shreshka, pause. What was that last line you just said?
I got
Yeah.
visited by a friend, referring to the djinn.
So, as... Oh, wait, what?
I'm
Sorry.
referring to the tall lady.
Oh, okay. All right. Never mind. Continue.
I got visited by a tall friend.
Who visited you?
Djinn.
Denji.
Dingy.
Now, did Denji tell us her name when we first met her?
Yeah, she did. She was like really on the nose about telling you what she knew.
Wait, she visited you? No wonder why you didn't get any sleep. What did she say?
I said hi.
And was she at least polite and replied hi back?
Sort of. She said she was in his catacombs already.
The ones that were about to go inside?
Correct.
I mean, there's no other catacombs I know of around here.
Actually,
Rembrandt's-
they're about 5 miles in that direction. There are some catacombs. It's a tomb of an old noble family.
Not those ones.
Not those.
Not those
Wait,
ones?
Kalani, Kalani, are you referencing the noble family I told you about?
No, I was just bullshitting.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure.
So there is catacombs. Okay, let's go. 5 miles north. Let's go. Rembrandt's gonna give Shreska one of the long rest potions that we had. The one that Rembrandt had.
He will not accept it.
He will tell you to drink it because you're obviously tired.
No.
Shreska,
Yes.
take it.
Fine.
Do you consume it?
No, I put it in my pocket.
No, consume it now. Rembrandt's gonna watch
As-
you.
As,
Rembrandt is watching you.
as someone who normally examines wounds, you should probably check it. Well, not check it, but take it.
Fine. She will
Now-
drink it.
Okay. Now, Daga, does that resolve her exhaustion?
In an hour.
Nope.
No, as in an hour it will, or no, as in like
No,
because
it
we're not.
doesn't.
Is it not going to do
Oh
anything?
no.
Nah, she's just still exhausted.
Oh no.
God damn it.
Well, we won't find out for another hour. If it worked or not.
Has Shushka drank one before?
Nope.
Are you sure? I don't know. I can't tell.
We kind of all had to at one
I
point.
think we've all had to at some point.
Probably.
Yeah, all of you have
Probably.
drank at least 2.
Rembrandt's gonna ask if it
I
feels
haven't
like it's
drank
working.
anything.
She will say yes.
Fucking eh. Can I tell she's lying or not?
Sorry, I was typing. What was
Uh,
that?
Oh no! No, you get out of here.
What?
Yeah,
Why
I
persuasion?
mean, Rembrandt, you are fully convinced that the potion is working for
No, she has
Shrishka.
disadvantage on checks.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Still rolls double 16s.
Get
No,
the hell
no.
out of here. Get that shit out of here.
Well, you are now at a maybe.
Yeah, you're not entirely sure that she's telling the truth there, Rem.
Rembrandt is Shushka still laying down?
No.
She stood up?
Yeah.
Rembrandt's going to look Shushka straight in the eyes and just stare her down.
Her oddly colored eyes are gonna stare back.
Did the potion work?
I don't know.
Does it feel like it's working?
Not really.
Oh no.
Let's go. Travels. She will do a 180 turn and start walking towards the catacombs.
Rembrandt will grab her
No.
and then say, what do you guys want to do? Apparently that weird tall guy has been in the catacombs. Shreshka is obviously spooked by it, the whole thing, and didn't get sleep.
I didn't get the autograph.
And did not get an autograph either. So I don't know what you guys want to do. It sounds like she fully knows that we are gonna go down there now.
Well, it sounds like it's a trap, so the smart idea would be not springing the trap and leaving them to wait forever. So, let's go see what's happening over at the lake.
Lake?
God damn it.
Something wrong, Dogga?
Dogga, what's up, bro?
How far away is the catacombs?
Well, y'all like camped out near the archway at its entrance. You're right next to the entrance.
Okay. Shreshka will enter.
Well, Rembrandt's holding on to you.
That's right. We'll go on ahead first.
Rembrandt would yell out, "It's obviously trapped. What are you doing?"
Exploring.
More of the simple fact that
If
she's
she was
still
there, that's
gonna-
gotta be cool things in there.
Not to mention, she's most likely going to be springing a trap somewhere else.
What about Shreshka? She's obviously tired.
I'm fine.
He's gonna shoot you a glare and then look back to the group.
Do I have silence? No, I don't. Okay.
I really think we should figure out what's going on with Shrestha before we do anything.
I mean, she's exhausted. She just looks tired.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with me.
Rembrandt is gonna agree, and he'll say, "I don't feel okay going forward, knowing that Shreshka's not okay."
Well, let's put it this way. Do we really have the time to waste?
I mean, we
I'll stay
So-
back and behind and we'll be fine.
and if we get ambushed from behind,
I'll be fine.
That's why we have someone else stay in the back with her.
I got Sir Leggy.
Rembrandt's gonna put his fingers on the bridge of his nose, and
He will pat Rembrandt.
he will just shake his head and shrug and just say, "I don't know. I still feel like we should make sure that she gets her rest, but if you guys want to press onward with a companion impaired, then fine."
I'm gonna keep a close eye on her.
I guess we've got no choice, and she's going to go with or without us at this point.
I wouldn't go without you.
Oh, well, then we'll not go.
Oh.
Well, there's no issue.
But she said she was there recently.
So,
Yeah, and I'll remind you guys that she wasn't hostile when you all met her before. She was just rude.
I mean, she did work for Nessarian too.
Kind
Kinda.
of. She gave you a whole lot of information.
I mean, that doesn't make her friendly either.
No, you're right. It doesn't.
You can make her an asshole to Nessarian, but I mean, it still doesn't make her friendly. Rembrandt will say, Shreshka, just take a rest in the tent that I have here. And,
As you're right.
Okay.
Sorry, Rembrandt, you finish real quick.
No, that was it. I'm just gonna tell Shreshka to get some rest in the tent.
Okay. As you're mommying Shreshka,
Oh, okay.
as you're right, you
Mm-hmm.
feel the clunk of a note landing in your tricky tube.
What? Oh, okay.
The airmail.
It was just a pigeon that's like swaying left and right during its flight path. It looks like it's just confused a lot and just drops around you.
She's gonna pull it out and read it.
Oh shoot!
And the note
Actually,
note says,
Like,
"Do
wait,
not
gotta
advance.
find my
Do
notes.
not wait. Do not wait. Go down the catacombs now."
No, actually, this was planned. Thank you very much.
You motherfuckers advanced the. Oh, okay.
There was a plot?
Of course.
Don't
there
be
is.
rude. There is a plot. And like 4 different NPCs have told y'all to go to these catacombs so far, so.
Even Shreshka did.
You're not an NPC.
I mean, they just told us to go. Have they actually told us why?
Yes. Literally
Treasure!
like 14 times.
Because of
I
a
mean, I'm
portal
kinda-
thing that's down there, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Because of what?
Also treasure.
Portal thing.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry.
Yeah,
That was
Ashari
underneath
that
Fakiha.
command. Ashari has given you that command. Nightcall even urged you guys to do this. You've been urged by multiple other sleepers to
Now,
do
when you
shit
say
about
when you
these
say
portals.
when you say urged, now was it like insistency, like we need to do it fast, or
It was like, go do this.
okay? But kind of if they're not really insistent, I think we could spare like the few hours to make sure that we're all in full force.
Yeah, most definitely. But still, Azurite, you get a note in your tricky tube. And as you pull it out, you read a note from Nightcall. And it's actually addressed to Kalani. And it says, Kalani, I was going to send...
I would not read it past that. I'll close it, go over to Kalani and hand it to him. This is for you.
Something that I'm not sure if I ever told you, Daga, but the little badge on my cloak, that's actually basically a direct line to Lord Nightcall.
Oh,
Well, I can't
didn't know
call
that.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't. It just occurred to me that I don't think I actually brought that up to you, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't
isn't it
call
supposed to
him.
be, it was supposed to be the wolf whistle, the wolf pendant thing, wasn't it?
It's the Nightcall's. It's a badge of Nightcall's house, and I cannot call Nightcall, but he can call me and relay stuff and telepathically that way.
Alright, cool. Well, I didn't know that. Even if that's a thing, you guys still now have this other direct line of communication. Alright, so this note is addressed to you, Kalani, and you have the note in your hand now. And as you open it, it says, Kalani, esteemed captain of my guard. Before all of
I don't know if
this-
I want everybody else to hear this. I mean, it sounds personal.
That's why we don't take it out of character. This is in character.
I mean, he could always just just type it up to you.
I mean,
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Okay. Kalani, esteemed captain of my guard. Before all of this Nessarian dream nonsense, and Kalani, you can almost taste the bitterness just through reading the words. before all of this dream nonsense started happening, I was starting to actually get reports of suspicious persons in and around a certain crypt in the catacombs. We were conducting. Sorry, I'm like choking.
Well, don't choke.
We were gathering evidence, and I was getting ready to send a group of the guard down to investigate as much as they could. But then everything happened. And apparently, the catacombs didn't come with Fakiha, as Ashari has explained to me. So I would like for you, Kalani, and your friends, and this is written with quotation marks around it,
Aw.
to seek out the crypt of Ulthen and see what you can find about what's going on. Signed, Lord Nykal.
He'll keep the rest of the details to himself, but he will say that, okay, well, I guess we've got a command to go down there, so let's go.
No rest?
Yes, let's go.
We already
And
got
that was
rest,
legitimately
and
planned.
we got rest already, and she's just refusing to sleep, so I don't know what we can do. We could leave her behind.
Shushka, would you please take a rest inside of my tent, please?
I'll sleep on the basilisk while we walk.
I don't think that's gonna count.
Exactly. I am not sleeping, Rembrandt. I had enough sleep. Let's go.
You're gonna worry me, but okay.
That's
We
fine.
can't force her to sleep, so we might as well just let her come.
Unless Stone has a
Rembrandt's
sleeping
gonna
spell.
knock on the front of his shield. I mean, we can force her, but I mean, I don't want to do that. He's gonna chuckle after that. What? Not funny?
It sounded like a threat.
He knocked on his shield and says, "We can make her sleep, but I mean, I don't want to do that."
Are we going in now?
She's
Alright, let's
gonna
go.
proceed going
Let's go.
into the catacombs.
We can go.
Alright.
Let's go now. Now.
Alright,
Now.
Roll his eyes and continue.
Alright, so you all head into this really nicely well-carved sandstone arch with steps all made out of sandstone. Carved out of the sandstone that was there itself. Leading down beneath the dunes. And you get to what some of you may find as the familiar network of hallways known as the Fakiha catacombs. I almost shared the wrong map.
What's the lighting like?
Is it the lair
What's
of
light?
the worm?
Yeah, I don't actually. No. Rude. I actually have to fix the mask.
What's light?
You shush. It's things that people with low light vision or no low light vision have to worry about.
It puts color in the world.
Yep, that's pretty much what it does too.
I mean, I see color too.
Well, okay, so y'all can see everything, but I'm not gonna reveal the entire map just yet.
Actually, Shreska, with dark vision and other forms of dark vision, it is actually all black and white.
Even the
I have a special form. I have double sight.
yeah, the devil sight thing.
I'd have to look it up. I just know that dark vision is specified as black and white, and I would assume that that applies to the devil sight as well. But I'll look.
I mean, scientifically, it would make sense because the absence of light means absence of color. All right, cool. Killing everything with a science fact.
You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical.
Well, then Shreska can see color.
All right, cool. So you all are in what 3 of you, again, may find as the familiar network of sandstone hallways, the Fakiha catacomb. The walls are all just about 10 feet wide, 15 feet high, carved again directly out of the sandstone that was already here beneath the sand in the first place. So pretty much nothing man-made was brought in other than everything else, like the coffins and the chests and all that kind of stuff that one would normally fill catacombs with. Everything else that was used to build the catacombs were all just like, it was all right here, just straight up built out of the ground. There are intricate designs carved into the walls. There are some designs here and there carved into the floor as well, but you can see a clear, worn path by all of the walking back and forth between those who are mourning, the crypt keepers, and the morticians, whatever the medieval equivalent of that would be.
Okay, so looking it up, apparently Jeremy Crawford, one of the big devs behind all this stuff, was asked on Twitter about Devil's Sight, Devil's Sight.
And
They asked him, does Devil's Sight Invocation, does it give you no benefit in dim light and full color vision in darkness? And his response was, Devil's Sight is meant to be an eerie ability. Douse that candle so that the dark powers lend me sight. He doesn't actually answer the question.
that's right.
That's just...
yeah. That's just a riddle.
That's not even a riddle. That's just a lore piece that you might find on an item. It's like...
I don't know what the Eldritch Invocation says. See normally in darkness. Normally, I mean, when I think of normal, I see it as daylight.
I would say this is a DM call thing because normally is a rather undefined
Subjective.
and vague. Yeah. So this is up to you, Daga, on whether Shreska can see color or not.
She can fucking see color.
Okay.
So still
The
doesn't
best answer.
it still does not help on how the lighting is down here.
I was getting to that, but y'all gotta fucking interrupt me.
Let me get
Sorry.
it bright and lit up.
But it does specify that it is only in pitch blackness.
Oh, really?
If it's dim light, you have no benefit. It's still dimly lit.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, so the lighting of these catacombs, there are torches on the wall, set into the sandstone. Like there's no sconce or anything to hold the torch, and there it's you can, those of you who are magically inclined, you can kind of feel that these are magical fires. They're always lit, but the torches are like kind of stuck into little divots that were carved into the sandstone wall, and those torches are every 10 feet. So very well lit. And it's actually kind of toasty down here.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's get on with this. I really need to add the get on with it sound effect. You know, when Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Do you really
just
think
add
it's
that.
wise to rush on ahead?
What's that? I can't hear you. You're whispering all the damn time. Rembrandt,
So,
Yes.
come along.
Sure. As Rembrandt follows along close beside Shreshka.
Kalani, being that you are familiar with these catacombs, yes?
Yeah, he would have had to familiarize himself very well.
Alright, so that means that you know that the Crypt of Ulthen would be map-wise to your north.
Is that where we're supposed to go?
I mean, you just know that that's where the Crypt of Ulthen is. Because you're familiar with these catacombs, so you would know which crypt to go to if you were told a specific crypt to visit.
Well,
Like, you would know how to get there for the most part.
Okay, but was he told to go to that crypt?
He was.
Okay, that's what I asked, and you said you just know that.
I mean, if you paid attention when I was reading the letter that you got from Nikal, he specifically told you to go check out possible signs of suspicious activity in this crypt.
Okay. Alright, so we need to make our way to the north, so we'll just follow the hallway until we find a way to go north.
So we're following Kalani now?
Well, Kalani's apparently just heading straight for that crypt of the family that he needs to check out. But the rest of you, like, you all also have the portal thing to look for.
If Kalani's going that way, I don't see why we should split up. So we'll just take care of it. It's probably will take like 2 seconds anyway.
So as you all are traveling along these hallways, Azurite, you, in the back of your head, you can feel a little tinge of annoying pain. Like, it doesn't hurt. It's one of those pains that you're just like, what the fuck, go away.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Yeah, it's one of those.
Like it feels like the starting of a headache, but not really there completely.
More like it feels like the very passing of a headache. Specifically, the very passing of a headache. Like, once it finally starts to go away after that hour of it, like, starting to die down, that last, like, 10 minutes of the annoying leftover pain, you're just like, go away on. And everybody roll me perception. Shreska, of course, yours with the disadvantage.
Gonna rely on my ears for this one since it's only 30 feet of vision right now.
I mean, it's really well lit, Sakar. There are torches and stuff. I'm
I
just
see
not
everything
revealing
again.
the entire map.
Okay.
Rembrandt with his double proficiency. Only reason why he got higher.
Alright, Kalani, Rembrandt, and Azurite. The three of you actually notice in the ceiling just above your heads a very small slit that was hastily, like, chiseled out of the ceiling there, and it goes across like across from wall to wall, across the ceiling. And from the middle of that little slit, you can actually see the little bitty end of a rope that's frayed at the end, as if it was like ripped. And if you look below you, the three of you would see the same hastily chiseled slit, again going from wall to wall. And if you look closely enough in that slit, you'll see the other end of that rope. Again, that end is frayed as well, and attached to that rope was a guillotine blade.
Oh, good. I'm gonna tell everybody to stop fucking walking.
No,
Well,
it's the
It's
guillotine
been
blade's
tripped
already in the floor.
at least.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
telling him not to advance anymore.
We need to be treading carefully.
And trying to figure out who would like. All of you roll Arcana. Azurite with advantage.
There's my low rolls.
Do I figure it out?
Yeah, remember it. You can just barely see on either end of the frayed rope. You can just barely see a little bit of shimmer.
I'm gonna point it out to Azurite. I'm gonna be like, is it just me or is it shimmering?
It does seem to be.
Can I ask Azurite to inspect it with my help now?
Give me one moment, sorry.
Sure.
Okay, sorry, what was your question?
Can I ask Shushka to take a look at it with my help?
Oh,
Sure. I mean, she also has disadvantage on everything.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Shushka, Azurite. I'm sorry.
Azurite.
Yeah, I said Azurite the first time.
Yeah, you
Aw.
did.
Yeah, it was weird. Okay, I was like, why did Shushka speak up? I was like, oh, okay.
I
So
see how
who's
it is.
taking the lead now?
He's asking Azurite to take a look at it
Right.
with Rembrandt helping you.
Waiting for GM's okay on this.
Yeah, go for it.
I would surmise investigation, so that's why I rolled it.
Alright, yeah, Azurite, you now also notice the little bit of shimmer on both ends of this frayed rope. Upon your further investigation, you can tell that the rope was definitely like magically split by something. Not necessarily cut, but just like torn through, just like pretty instantaneously. And if you were to touch the either end of the frayed rope where the shimmery bits are, you could actually feel kind of like a very familiar feeling. The same kind of feeling that you pick up when you're around other astral things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like just barely there. And again, it feels like that same kind of having just passed tinge of annoying pain that you got when you had started walking down the hallway.
Well, this is not going to be fun at all, that's for sure. We do need to tread carefully.
And Kalani. Oh, wait, no, never mind. So, do the three of you tell everybody else about. So, I know that one of you said stop.
Yeah,
But
I'm
did
That
you
was
pointing
actually
out.
Rembrandt.
tell everybody
Yeah.
about the trap?
I mean, she would have gone through the process of telling them about the trap, and like, it was triggered by somebody else, most likely the person that went ahead of them.
Yeah, so Kalani, you definitely, when being told about this trap, you're like, what? But the catacombs aren't trapped. There's never seemingly been a need to trap the Fakiha catacombs. So you know for a fact, Kalani, that this trap was recently put here.
Well, at least not the hallways anyways. But yeah, he would have stopped and frowned up at it, relaying that, you know, it's very recent.
So what do we do? Just avoid it for now, or
Well, it's already been triggered.
Yeah, if my description of it didn't put that across well enough, it has already been triggered.
oh, okay.
I made the comment like 3 times.
Yeah, poor Azurite.
I may have not been listening.
Alright, y'all have made it 20 feet into these catacombs. Come on.
Well, Kalani, if you want to continue, just be sure to watch out for the traps.
Kalani will go, actually, Rembrandt,
Yes.
you're better suited at spotting these things. Get up here.
All right.
Yesterday.
Yesterday what?
Get up here yesterday.
Okay. Rembrandt will slowly make his way to the front. As he's passing by Azurite, he'll whisper, "Look over Shreshka for me."
She'll give a nod.
All right, now we'll proceed at half speed down the hallway.
Alright.
Now, based on my knowledge, will you tell me which of these, which way would be best for me to go to get to where I'm supposed to be going?
The one to the south.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I wanted to make sure. Okay, well, we're going slowly down this hallway.
Slowly moves up max speed.
I just moved to the bottom of the map.
And then take a peek into here. This door.
Which one, I'm sorry?
Oh, the one I'm next to.
Oh, okay.
Just like peek in.
Alright, yeah. As you peek in, it's not really a door. I know that according to the Don John map, again, sorry for the Don John map, that's why I'm doing my best to correct stuff. It's actually just an archway. Just an archway carved out of the sandstone that was already there. And in there you see, again, just a well-lit room, just like the hallways and stuff, with various coffins shoved away into chiseled out cubby holes, pretty much, that were chiseled into the walls. And in the center, you see a small shrine area. You can deduce that this particular room maybe belonged to one of the smaller
noble families of Fakiha.
I would like to just like slowly step in there and just like take more like a look around. Just see how like kept up it is.
It's pretty kept. Like these catacombs are really well taken care of. It only seems like, I mean, yeah, it's pretty kept, but you can see some dust here and there. It's the amount of dust that would build after about maybe a week and a half of not cleaning it every day.
Hmm.
Like you can even still see some offerings in this little indent, this little like maybe I'll say 15 by 15 wide indent in the middle of the floor. You can actually still see some offerings.
Hmm. Hmm.
So like it's not a desolate place or anything.
How is that shrine?
What do you mean?
You said there was a shrine.
Yeah, not really a shrine. Like I said, it's more of like a 15 by 15 sunken area in the floor where there's like a little like a pretty substantially sized bowl of water. That's crystal clear, and surrounding the bowl of water is like big vases of flowers and some shrubs. There's like, by this time the fruits are like rotten and shriveled and stuff. There's some fruits there. They used to be fruits. There's like there's some coins scattered about around the bowl as well.
So it's kind of like a monument.
Yeah, kinda sunken into the floor. If you've ever seen one of those 80s style sunken living rooms,
Hmm.
they're super cool. Like I want to bring back sunken living rooms. They're hella. But yeah, it's kind of like that. It's sat indented about a foot or so into the floor. It's not like a steep ledge drop off of a foot. It's like a gradual little kind of like bowl nicely carved into the center of the room there.
Oh.
Hey, Dogga, check your PMs real quick.
Aye.
Tomorrow morning. And please, 9:30.
Alright, so yeah. That's the room in front of you, Zakir. Are you gonna do anything with it?
What are the offerings exactly?
Just real quick, I rolled a perception check to see if Kalani would notice Zakir going in there.
Oh, I didn't see that. Yes, you would notice Zakir going in there.
As soon as Kalani would have stopped and turned around and been like, "You really shouldn't wander off. Some of these places are trapped."
Well, it looks like this place is well kept and maybe recently offered. Just taking a look on how it is kept up.
You still shouldn't wander off.
Just then let out small sighs to myself,
Poor
and
Fennec
then
and yelled at.
and then just like go back to the group. And under my breath is different different type of offerings than what I'm used to.
All right. So, do we run into any other traps on our way down?
No. But you do notice. Actually, I don't know if you notice. Everybody roll me perception checks.
Boop.
Am I still at advantage?
Uh,
All right.
all right. All of you except for Shrashka. Right before you round that corner, in the very in the other corner of that hallway, there, you actually, all of you except for Shrashka, see a bit of bundled up cloth in the corner, and it's really dark purple in color.
Where do we notice this?
I'm gonna try and draw a circle. I hate drawing on fantasy grounds, but 1 second. Right there, if you can see it.
Okay.
It's not that big. I was trying to circle it, and I forgot that there is a partly black background.
Is it folded up neatly or just clumped together?
No, it's just clumped and like tossed.
Rembrandt's gonna poke Kalani on the shoulder and just point to it and be like, "What is that?"
Not something that's normally down here, that's for sure. Kalani will carefully go up and poke it with the butt of his spear.
Rembrandt will anticipate and be ready to guard him if something happens.
As you poke it, Kalani, you notice that just the bare edges of this cloth, even the jagged edges where it was clearly torn from something, but the edges just barely give a slight shimmer.
He'll frown and try and lift it up with the butt of his spear. Kind of like scoop it up.
Yeah, you pick up a slightly shimmery piece of cloth on the butt of your spear.
Nothing underneath?
No.
Now, what kind of material is this made out of?
Cotton, but really soft cotton, which is kind of weird.
Can I investigate it for anything, like any small details that might be about it?
Yeah, sure. Roll. How do you have double proficiency on some stuff, but like half proficiency on this nonsense?
Jack of all
Bard
trades.
nonsense.
Alright.
So bards get... no, it's his rogue and bard nonsense.
Yes.
Because rogues get double proficiency on some of their skills. Bards get half proficiency on all of their skills if they don't have any proficiency there.
Damn.
Rembrandt's mid-maxing.
No, I'm not. You fucking told me how to be the fucking special snowflake underdog. It's a fuck you. Now who's laughing? Because
Alright,
I'm
well, Rembrandt.
so good.
As you inspect this cloth, just like Kalani noticed when he poked it, as you turn it over in your little paws and inspect the jagged edges, it's definitely pretty and it's soft. You can tell right off the bat that it's definitely cotton, but it's strangely really, really soft cotton. And again, it's a really dark purple in color.
Rembrandt's gonna just like speak out loud. Do you think it belongs to like one of the family's crypts that it's particularly wealthy? Because this is really, really nice.
So, what I want everybody's input on this.
Okay.
Cool.
Because I don't. I should have thought about it before, but I didn't. So I want you all to roll for it. But I want it to be a fair roll. So what would you roll if I just wanted you to like, if I wanted to determine if you guys remembered something? Like I know that there's like perception, investigation, blah 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 blah.
Most
all that jazz, but,
often-
like,
Intelligence, usually.
intelligence.
Either
Yeah.
intelligence
History?
or
Maybe
history.
Yeah.
It
Alright,
depends on
yeah.
the DM.
All right, cool. So we're actually going to go history. I would like for everybody except for Zakur to roll history. Azurite with advantage.
Oh.
Oh. I needed that advantage. I rolled a 10 with it.
Azurite. You
Pretty good.
recognize it. You recognize it as a piece of robe, or is the same color and material that Nessarian's acolytes wear. And again, it's torn
Mm-hmm.
and kind of shredded and not too happy looking.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
here too. Everybody just went dead.
Well, Kalani's gonna pocket it and head in past this door. Well, he'll wait for Rembrandt to give the all clear and then head through.
Rembrandt will inspect the doorway and a little bit beyond it. Perception
So-
or
No, you don't. You honestly don't even need to roll a perception check because Rembrandt, as you get closer to the door, you can actually see above the archway.
Mhm.
It looks like a piece of the ceiling is missing, a rather large piece of the ceiling of the archway itself, actually, like just above your head.
Mhm.
And on the ground in front of you is that missing piece of ceiling. And you can actually, on quick inspection, without even needing to roll anything, because it's that hella obvious, you can see the cut rope that had been holding that bit of ceiling up there.
Hmm.
And you can see the line of this rope, kind of like leading down to kind of like a little off-cubbied area where mechanisms to hide traps would be put.
So we just have all these triggered traps then.
I mean, you have two so far.
Rembrandt would also frown and say, I don't like this.
Maybe it was that giant chick.
That giant chick.
I mean, compared to my character, yeah.
Yeah.
That beefy woman.
Oh yeah, she
Thick.
hella beefy. She's like
She
thick,
thick.
but she's like
Yeah.
she muscle thick.
Oh.
She could probably choke
Yeah.
me out just with her fingers.
She could pop your skull with her thighs.
I was gonna say that.
Damn.
So we have a thick woman on our hands.
But yeah, there was that one giant chick that spoke to me and Treshka, that she said she was recently in these catacombs.
Did she look injured at all?
Nope.
No, she was shiny and a bit creepy looking.
But is
Other
she thick
than,
though?
well, yeah.
I don't like it. Can I inspect like the ends of the blades and see if they've like if they have like dried blood on them?
The ends of what blade?
Like the blades that like trigger from these traps, or like I guess like I'll back a little bit and look at the guillotine trap to see if I could see like the blade inside the holes.
Yeah, that's clean.
Hmm.
The guillotine
No dried
blade-
blood.
No dry blood on the guillotine blade.
Hmm.
But you didn't really check under the big rock that's in front of you, actually blocking the archway.
I'll inspect the bottom of the big rock before lifting it. Do I notice any kind of like dried blood?
You notice kind of tacky blood.
Like tacky how?
Like tacky is in not yet fully congealed. Like you touch it and it's like kind of getting that surface tension along the top of the puddle. But if you like wiggle your finger enough, it's still like liquidy, just really thick, starting to congeal.
Could I use a medicine roll to determine if like it seems to be human blood, or determine how long ago it happened?
Yeah, give me a medicine roll.
Oh no.
Like
it's
an
still
hour
okay.
ago.
Like an hour ago. I'll relay that to everybody and I'll say this is kind of recent. We should be on guard.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, not like an hour ago, like a handful of hours. Sorry.
This is a handful of hours ago, guys. I still don't like it, but remember, I will try to lift the rock a little bit. Just part it up a little bit.
All right. Give me a strength check.
Is it that heavy?
I mean, it's part of the ceiling. It's meant to. It's a crushing trap.
Okay.
Yeah, you barely move it.
Kalani, help me.
All right. Can I advantage because we're both working together?
Yep. All right, you're able to jimmy it a little bit, like kind of. You don't really lift it. You just end up kind of like scooting it forward further into the archway and into the room a little bit. But as you do so, you can suddenly see a little bit of purple robe underneath of the rock. And a lot more of this partially congealed blood.
Yeah, I'm gonna say under my breath, but there goes that body.
And in just the couple of inches that you all were able to like kind of slide this rock, as you do so, you feel not just the grinding of stone on stone, but you feel the grinding of stone on stone with something in between the stones.
Ooh. Is it something that
And
would make
those-
me like squeamish a little bit?
Yeah.
Good. Oh boy. Well, I doubt a full body is under there. Is it? I doubt it's that large to do it, right? Or am I correct? Am I incorrect?
I mean, do you want to roll something to see if you're correct?
I don't know. Medicine?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, alright.
Medicine.
Yeah, there's a whole last body under there.
Oh, good.
Yum.
Remember, it's gonna turn his head back to the robe, and I say, I think we figured out who owned that.
Oh, joy.
Is there anything else under there besides very bad gore?
A new friend.
Just so you all don't have to go through the gore for the reward of nothing, I'll spoil it and say no.
Okay.
There's just a very flattened and now slightly ground up. Like imagine throwing some meat into a pestle and mortar.
Mm.
That's what you just did to this body for a couple of inches.
I mean, if Nim were here, he'd be like, all right, gather all that up, and I'm going to make a nice meal out of it later.
Oh.
Well, you don't know what, like, species or race this thing was. You just
Nim
know
wouldn't
that
care.
that it's a whole ass body.
If it wasn't crushed, it would come to use for me.
So if you guys don't want to finish like trying to move this rock, I will say that there's another 10 feet of height above it that you can climb over into the room.
All right.
I mean, technically, Kalani can lift, push, or drag up to 420 pounds.
This is like a 5x5 slab of sandstone. Like, imagine just a straight up block of sandstone from Minecraft being slapped in front of you.
I didn't want to.
I've been playing too much Minecraft, so I have it in my head anyways. Just let me make the reference for visual aspects.
I was not making the reference on purpose. Like, did somebody like pop the sand block that was there and then just everything fell? Is that what happened? Actually,
No, it's a sandstone block.
Yeah, never mind.
Sandstone wouldn't fall if sands fell.
Well, you would know, wouldn't you?
You know what? Yeah, I would know.
Wait, so it's how tall is it?
It's
again?
5x5. It's 5x5 cube of like solid ass sandstone.
Okay, so it wouldn't need help climbing over it.
No, I'm pretty sure all the characters here could just yeet your tiny fennec ass over that block.
Yeet.
All right.
All right, well, we're moving on.
Yeah, moving on.
And yeet. No, more accurately, it would probably be like yeet.
No, not into the graves.
Just gonna let it squeak as it get yeeted.
This is a large room.
Now, you see all,
Jesus
everyone,
Christ.
this is the ancient hall of General Fortuna, and you see that little spot over there. That is where he killed his first attempted assassin.
Damn it! I believe every word. I'm just
No,
like,
actually- Actually, Kalani, you're wrong, because in this a purple worm.
It is the lair of the purple worm.
What's the name of the map? Catacombs. Bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Well, fuck.
Actually, as you guys enter this room, as Kalani's going off on his like tangent,
Completely accurate tangent.
completely accurate tangent, apparently.
At least the Rembrandt could.
This room is actually you all can instantaneously recognize this as the main embalming and preparation room.
Ooh.
Just imagine all of the furniture and tools and such that go along with that, the thick slabs that they toss the bodies on, that they lay the bodies on to poke and prod at, the embalming tools, the like the crazy ass fucking scissors, the pokies and proddies.
I'm upset right now because in Skyrim, I have the urge to pick up every single item, and the embalming tools weigh like 10 pounds each, and they sell for 1 copper or whatever, or 1 gold or whatever, or septim or whatever, and they're worthless to carry around. They weigh so much, but I have to take it because if it's not bolted down, it belongs in my pockets.
I feel that, but my character has an impulse to take every single alchemic ingredient possible. Like if he comes across flowers, he has to pick every single one.
Even the blue mountain herbs, the red mountain herbs, each one.
Yeah, each one.
So I hate this room, Ked.
So you see, the general, after he was slain, they decided to repurpose this room into, well, what you can see here, an embalming chamber. This is where we take all of the corpses from the nobles and such. We bring them down here, prepare them, and then take them off to their various individual tombs, such as the one that our wayward Fennec decided to wander into foolishly.
Daga, I'm gonna think out loud here. Oh, not think out loud. Think out of character here. Would my family be down here? Question mark.
Yep.
Huh.
Kalani would probably, well, Kalani's family would probably have a crypt down here as well. Because after all, you know, they can't really, a noble can't be laid to rest without their servants being there to tend to them in the afterlife.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for a particular name that is might be engraved somewhere.
You see this crypt over here, that belongs to a family of black cats, almost like you, Rembrandt.
Whoa. First of all. It's the backsies, okay?
Alright, so we're moving on from here. To the North Daga?
Yeah.
Okay. Rembrandt, check this.
I'll check that.
Yeah, it's actually clear. You don't see anything odd. Except for...
A purple worm!
except for, some congealed smatterings of blood, as if somebody had been rushing this way.
Another boulder trap, or?
No, you see like a blood trail, as if somebody was running through this room towards you. Like in the past, you just see the blood trail.
Okay. Mm,
So in this room, it's kind of like an overflow from the room previous,
hmm
whereas the room you were just in is the main embalming room. This one seems to be the storage room for all of the embalmed bodies that still need to be moved to their various crypts. So, whereas the room that Sakura had looked into had the like kind of chiseled cubby holes for the coffins that were situated in the walls, they had they had a good amount of room. There was only like two stacked on top of each other in the wall,
hmm
like one laying horizontal, 5 feet clearance, another one laying horizontal in the cubby hole above that one. However, in the walls around this room, it's fucking packed full.
Oh.
Yeah, because these coffins are filled with bodies that have been embalmed, they've been prepped, they just haven't yet been moved to their crypts because the crypts are either still being prepared, haven't been built yet, or the family hasn't paid for it to be moved from the prep room to a crypt, so on and so forth. Like, you guys would recognize that this room as that purpose.
Hmm.
So you see,
I'll
when your
say-
family doesn't pay their
Continue.
monthly dues on time
I'm
for
gonna walk
this
by and I'm gonna
service,
inspect this room.
and while he is, Kalani's just going to continue. So you see, when they don't pay their dues on time, sometimes we do keep them in here on a more long-term basis. Other times we'll feed them to the purple worm that lives deeper into the crypts.
Wait, what was that?
It's our version of repossessing the bodies, you know?
That's a Repo the Genetic Opera shit.
Perception, this one too, down here.
Come on! You stay together here, guys. You don't want to go triggering a trap.
Those two are clear.
Dog, I assume we just keep going up, correct? To get where...
Yeah, you know that from this point, go up.
Zim, did you see the message?
Where?
In Iron Fang.
No.
Well, go look.
Yes,
We're
we
like
can.
half an hour.
Okay.
Alright, we will be taking a brief intermission here, though. So, thank you all so much for sticking around. We'll be back in just a little bit. I'm gonna run an ad as well while we're on intermission here. Thank you
And
for your
Daiga is
patience,
dying.
everyone. Thank you all so much for waiting. We are back. And our DM is dying, so that means we all get to level up.
We killed the DM. What's how much XP do we get?
Whew. Okay, now that my throat's working again.
It wasn't earlier.
No.
No. And it's now barely working. Oh, Jesus.
You said barely.
Okay, yeah.
Moving on!
You're the one moving us on, you motherfucker.
Yeah, we are ending in a solid 15 minutes, so let's get going.
Dios mío. Alright, dime, Daga. What's in this room? Like further, like we'll like be careful in advance into that room. Oh, because I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah,
Kalani, out of character, you said we have to go into that room. So are you gonna say that?
That was a thing. Oh, that's why.
Oh, okay.
Why is this on? Turn this crap.
Because you wouldn't stop! So now you
Turn
get to
this-
suffer.
Turn this crap off.
Take 10 points of psychic damage.
Seriously.
Okay,
That was me. You
so,
remember it.
yes. Out of character, or in character, Kalani was saying we've got to keep going this way.
Alright.
To the north.
Rembrandt would follow. He'll ask Kalani which doorway do we go, or archway do we go through?
Kalani will consult with the mystical being that dictates
map.
what he knows
Kalani,
about which
you
direction to
know.
go.
Kalani, you would know that the crypt you're looking for is now directly to your north.
Okay, so we got to go directly to the north.
I'm gonna advance, but the hallways to our left and right, I just want to shoot a quick glance down towards each one to see if I notice anything trap worthy.
Not through the archways specifically, but further into the room in the entrance on your right. You see some weird stuff. And by weird stuff, I mean like a couple of cut ropes, maybe what looks like a net in the corner of a room, and in the hallway to the entrance in your left, or in the entrance to your left, you notice kind of the same sort of thing.
I'll tell Kalani and the group. It seems like there's more triggered traps down those ways. How's this path looking up here?
So this is a door.
Oh.
A big sandstone door with very intricate carvings.
I'll take out
In
my
the center-
pickaxe and start to chip away at it.
Seriously?
In the center? No. In the center.
That would have been hilarious if he actually had a pickaxe.
I'm debating on carrying one now.
So in the center of the carvings on this door is what looks like the depiction of just a hand. And the decorations around it, they're all kind of swirly, not like vines kind of swirl. Think like Celtic swirls, but not as tight, not as intricate. And Kalani, you would actually recognize that hand
from that little bit of history I gave you on this particular family.
The hand's just laying there?
No, it's a carving of it in the
Oh,
center
okay.
of this grand door.
He's gonna frown a bit at that, but provided the
Well, like you would know that this family kind of like, it's not the official sigil, but that hand is a very important center point of this family.
fair enough. Well, he won't bring it up and just proceed through. Provided there's no traps. Rembrandt!
Were you having a seizure?
No, but I have had a stroke.
So, Rembrandt,
Yes.
with that check, you notice the remnants of a magical trap.
Ooh. On the door?
Yeah, as you inspect the door, you can kind of like almost feel the fur on the back of your neck stands up, as you can kind of feel the very lasting remnants of magic. Not even dream magic, just magic in general.
Can I ask Azurite to come check this out? See if she can
Sure.
see if she can figure out what kind it is. It might be. I'll point it out to her and and ask her if she can determine what it might be.
So, Kalani, at this point, you might interrupt Rembrandt in asking Azurite to help out, because you would actually know that this door was magically trapped.
And yes, I would relay that. Probably the seal, the little medallion badge that I've got would probably be a good disabler, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll consider that your captain of the guard badge. We'll consider that a key
Yeah.
of sorts.
Don't worry,
Rembrandt-
I got this.
Well, it's
Rembrandt-
already.
Yeah, it's already triggered.
I mean, yeah, it's triggered. You can tell it's no longer active.
We're trying to figure out the termination of things.
Okay, well,
Rembrandt's
I will
gonna-
relay to the rest of them what I know there then.
Rembrandt's gonna go ask. Rembrandt's gonna ask like, just whose chamber is this just again?
The Ulthen. Ullthen.
Okay. He'll ask that to Kalani too.
He will think for a moment and be like, I believe it was the
I mean, the note told you
Ulthor-
what crypt you were going to.
I can't recall if Kalani said that out loud or not.
I mean, even if he didn't, the family name was specifically put in the note.
Oh, right. Okay, then he'll relay that.
Shouldn't we be alarmed then, since this is triggered already? And Rembrandt will like take out his rapier and his buckler.
Oh, I'm definitely not happy here, but yes, we should be alarmed.
But let's proceed forward then carefully.
Yes, I agree.
With much carefulness.
And caution.
So, as you all enter, this room is large. This room is grand. This room very obviously belonged to one of the higher noble families of Fakiha. And Rembrandt, you might actually suddenly recognize this family as well from the sigils carved along the wall. Azurite, you may also recognize them as well at this point. Not necessarily by name, but more so by sigil.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot, damn it. One sec.
I'm like praying you put up like the Naruto clan symbol up.
No. No.
The Leaf Village.
I'll come back to you on what the sigil actually is. I had it written down and it's important what it is, but
He's crossing it out because it was the Leaf Village sign.
it wasn't.
Okay.
And I don't actually have handwritten notes for this session, which is odd for me. Anyways. But yeah, the three of you will... Well, Kalani definitely, but Rembrandt and Azurite, upon seeing the sigils decorated everywhere around this room, you will now recognize this family as one of the higher noble families of Fakiha. You don't recognize them by name, again, just by sigil, but you know that they have been warring with another family that lives outside of the city. And upon seeing the sigil, you also suddenly connect the hand that you saw carved into the door. You connect that hand because there's always been like kind of those like urban family legends, you know, those kind of like rumor stories that pop up about families over the course of a couple hundred years and stuff. You remember hints of like stories about a hand involved in warring families. And after that initial recognition of this room, you then take in the fact that it has very clearly been absolutely trashed. All the coffins are open, revealing the skeletons of the dead. The chests and golden strong boxes that kept the valuables and the relics of those past have been just like tossed about carelessly, left open. All of you can very clearly deduce that somebody was searching for something. However, none of the valuables from any of these open chests or strong boxes, or even the offerings left at the foot of these coffins, none of those were stolen. But you do notice, on a sandstone table, sort of, kind of, in the top center of the room, is a single small open chest.
Chest.
I guess we'll go over and inspect it.
So, upon inspecting this chest, you'll find a bit of parchment in the center of the open chest, just neatly laying on the velvet lining of the box. And it simply has the sigil of another family on it. 2 crossed axes on a field of wheat. And Kalani, and also Azurite, you two will automatically recognize this sigil as that of the Wellard family. Wellard. Rembrandt, if you could roll me a history check.
Sure.
You feel like you've seen this sigil before, but you can't quite place the name of the family.
Okay.
And those inspecting the open chest that you found this parchment in with the sigil of the Wellard family, on the inside top of the chest, you can actually see another small carving of a hand. And if you pay real close attention, you'll notice that this small chest is about the size of a hand.
That's a small chest.
Or rather it could fit just a hand inside of it.
That's oddly specific.
Very specific.
And
Kalani, I did give you some more information that would be pertinent to me mentioning that. Whether or not you want to share it with the party, that is.
Let me scroll back up to that and remind myself.
No need, I just sent it to you again.
Well, he would probably share what he believes to be relevant here, so I was going to do this to try and remember the full details.
Roll that with advantage.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking because actually seeing like the imprint and stuff would probably help jog the memory as well. So yeah. Well, it looks like they finally came and took it. Another family in another city, they shared employment with the Olthen family of a priest who he always did a lot of different services for both families and would travel between the two. It had rumors that his hand had very strong healing powers. When the priest passed away, his hand was removed and they preserved it. They shared it, but and they've been at war, basically a blood feud ever since, when they got jealous and wouldn't properly share it together, and now they just kind of fight each other without ever remembering why. This was put down here for safety, for safekeeping, and, well...
You know that it's been down here for 60 years.
He'll pass that along. It was put down here for safekeeping, and I guess with the city being gone, they had easier access to get it out of here.
Is that what the Lord of Fakiha told you to go find out?
Daga?
Yeah, the note was basically asking you to investigate some suspicious happenings that had happened a week or so prior to all the dream bullshit happening, actually. So, with that information, you would deduce that this happened before Fakiha was slapped into that fire opal by Ashari.
Okay, he'll pass that along instead, then.
He's not going to be happy, is he?
Oh no, Kalani's not happy at all.
No. The Lord.
Well, probably not Nikal either, but, you know, Kalani's not happy because, you know.
I think he was asking Kalani that in character.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like, why are you talking to yourself in the third person, Kalani?
Why not?
Well, I don't honestly know if Nikal would be that angry about it, as it wasn't directly impacting his house. He probably won't be happy about the fact that something was stolen from these tombs, period. Not necessarily the specific object that has been stolen.
Rembrandt's gonna look around the small chest and see if there are signs of triggered traps or even more remnants of those purple robes.
You're a thief, right? You have a little bit of thief in you.
Yeah.
Roll me investigation with advantage.
Wow.
Well, with that roll, you can tell that like there was no real trap on this chest. It was just locked. And as you inspect it, you can actually see very slight markings of what you recognize to be slightly messy handling of some thieves' tools.
Hmm.
And I think we're actually at midnight Eastern.
Yes.
Correct.
And I think Azurite had something to do, so we might have to wrap it up.
Yes.
Remember,
All
it's
right.
gonna. Okay.
Everyone, thank you all so much for joining us this evening for Iron Fang Dungeons and Dragons. We will hopefully be back next week with more. Thank you to my patrons, donators, and subscribers first off. Because of you guys, I am able to continue bringing you this content. We can't do it without you guys. Do check out our website, zgfgaming.com. We've got merchandise, high quality stuff for really cheap. Probably cheaper than I should be doing, honestly. But I don't care. I just want you guys to enjoy the stuff. And it's all on our website, zgfgaming.com. We've also got links for our Discord, Telegram, Twitter, Patreon, as well as all the various game servers that we run, such as our Ferret Mischief Minecraft server. So check all that out there. There are also links to things in the description of the video and channels, so check those out. Thank you again so much for joining, and I bid you all a very fond adieu.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Oh, I will be back tomorrow with Echoes of Eberron Dungeons and Dragons. See you all then.